is Marsha Abigail and my student ID number is 231101608. I am a student from the 2023 batch majoring in public health with a specialization in health policy and administration. In this video, I will answer several questions that have been provided. I hope my explanation will be clear and informative. Thank you for watching and enjoy the video. The first question: what is a transformation process? A transformation process is a series of activities that change input into output that has value for customer or patient. In hospital service, the inputs can be patients, medical data, medicine, medical staff, and equipment. Then through healthcare activities such as registration, examination, diagnosis, treatment, and evaluation, the hospital products output in the form of health service and patient recovery. Based on the material of meeting 12 force process management and process improvement. Material a process is defined as a group of activities that use one or more inputs to produce outputs that are valuable for users. In the total quality management material at the 13th meeting, the process approach explained that quality is credited toward input process output activities. Example is in hospital, patients come with complaints atau input, then doctors and nurse provided medical service process. And finally, patient receive treatment results and satisfactions output atau outcome. Therefore, the transformation process will improve service quality and patient satisfaction. For the second question, my answer is: how might process performance be described in terms of quality characteristic? Process performance can be described through quality characteristics such as effectiveness, efficiency, assurance, timeliness, patient safety, and patient satisfaction. In hospitals, process performance is usually measured using indicators such as waiting time, infection rates, mortality rates, patient complaints, and service classification. The material of the 12 meeting explain the process performance measurement must be related to customer needs and outcomes. Total quality management also emphasizes the hospital quality indicators include patient satisfaction, medical service quality, efficiency, and employee satisfaction. For example, if patient waiting time decreases and patient satisfaction increases, it means the service process is performing well. However, if there are many complaints or medical errors, the process quality is still poor and needs improvement. The third question: how do special cause variation and common cause variation relate to process control and process capability? Special cause variation is variations caused by specific problems that can usually be identified, such as machine damage, staff negligence, or system error. Meanwhile, common cause variation is natural variation that exists within the system and occurs continuously. The quality assurance material explains that special cause variation can be traced to specific causes, while common cause variation random and relate to the system itself. A process is considered in control if special cause variation has been eliminated. However, even when a process is under control, common cause variation might still exist. Therefore, cautious improvement is needed to reduce of the variation in hospital. An example as special cause variation is a laboratory error caused by the mic equipment. An example of common cause variation is difference in patient waiting times due to daily workload fluctuation. Both variation affect process capability because the more stable that the better the service quality. Now let's move on the fourth question. What are the roles of run diagrams and process control cards in improvement programs? What are the similarities and differences? Run diagrams and process control cards are tools used to monitor process performance and identify change over time. Their main role in quality improvement program is to help organization analyze trends, detect problems, and evaluate whether improvements are successful. According to the quality assurance and total quality management materials, control charts are part of quality improvement tools. The similarity is that both tools display data over time and help monitor performance trends. The difference is the run diagrams only show trends or pair trends, while control chart include on control limits. They help identify whether variation is still normal or already abnormal. For example, a hospital can use a run diagram to monitor patient waiting times every day. Then, a control chart can be used to determine whether changes in waiting times are still acceptable or indicate a serious service problem. The 50th question is, in control charting for variables, why use two charts, AG mean range? Two charts are used because they measure different aspects of process performance. The mean chart monitors the effort value of the process, while the range chart monitors the variability or consistency of the process. If only the difference is measured, the process might appear stable even though the variation is actually rate. Likewise, if only variation is monitored, the effort performance might still shift from the target. In hospital service, for example, the efforts waiting time of patient might look acceptable, but if the range between the fast phase and long list waiting times is too large, the service is the inconstant. Therefore, both charts are important to avoid process stability and quality comprehensively. The concept is related to process measurement and process control in process management and total quality management. For the sixth question, my answer is infections don't necessarily lead to equity disguise. Infections alone does not automatically credit quality because inspection only detects error after they occur. True quality should be built into the process from the beginning through planning, control, teamwork, and continuous improvement. Total quality management emphasizes to do it right the first time and continuous improvement using the plan, do, check, action cycle. If a hospital only relies on expansion, problems might continue to repeat because the root causes are never solved. For example, checking medical records after mistake happen is not enough if staff training and workflow system are still poor. Therefore, quality assurance is more than inspection. Hospital must information system, train staff as accurate data, and focus on patient needs. This is about total quality management, and quality assurance focus more on prevention rather than only detection. The 70th and final question is quality is as good as the data is discussed. How do variable data differ from attributes data? Quality improvement depends heavily on accurate and valid data. If the data collected are incorrect, incomplete, or biased, then the analysis and the decisions made by management will also be wrong. Therefore, quality is only as good the data used. The quality assurance material explains that process study requires process output data, which can be in the form of variable data or attributes data. Variable data are quantitative and continuous data obtained from measurement such as patient temperature, blood pressure, waiting time, or length of stay. Meanwhile, attributes data are qualitative or categorical data such as scientific, not scientific. infect atau not infected, or got atau bad service. In hospital, accurate data are very important because they become the basis for decision-making, accreditation, patient safety, and service improvement. If the data are poor, then the improvement program might fail because the organization does not understand the real problem. This brings me to the end of my presentation. Thank you for watching and for your attention. Have a great day and see you next time.